What's up, you guys? Hope you're doing well and you're having a great Sunday. And if you listen closely, you're gonna hear a rooster in the background. Yes, that's a rooster, and it's just going on non-stop, cuckooing all day. It's not gonna stop. And it was cute in the beginning, but it's still kind of cute. But anyway, so this video is about why social media is good for you. Nobody will say this, and you see this all the time. I see all the time people saying, oh, these young kids on social media, this is why they're depressed, and you should get off of social media. Okay, so the boomers that say get off of social media, those person are being ideologically consistent because they're not on social media, so they're practicing what they preach. They don't want you to be on social media because that's what they would actually do. But then you have a whole bunch of people that have social media. They're very big and they're very popular and they have a lot of followers and they have a huge platform. And then they also jump on the social media is bad for you bandwagon, get off of social media. So I understand the part about social media is bad for you that is like, oh, don't spend so much time watching other people. You know, it's gonna make you depressed if you watch other people's thoughts all day, if you see their pictures and you get in your head that they're having a good life and this and that. So I understand that part. I understand the part about security issues maybe, you know, maybe you have someone coming after you and they're gonna know where you're at and they're gonna find exactly the spot where you're at if you're so high profile, you know what I mean? But the truth is, like, that's only if you're sitting and watching other people all day, which honestly, I still benefit from watching other people all day because a lot of the money skills that I learned, and this morning I did guided meditation from someone on YouTube. I literally just played YouTube, put my earphones in, sat in front of upstairs by the rooftop and, you know, facing the city and just beautiful. And I listened to a guided meditation and it was so peaceful and relaxing and I loved it. And I was like, why don't people spend more time on YouTube? YouTube is great. I love it. I love communicating with the world and I love being communicated to by the world. Okay, maybe I don't want to listen to some things that are very toxic, very angry, very emotional if it really affects my day. But if it's affecting your day positively, why not? And the other thing is that social media, especially if you have any kind of business that relies on connecting to other people, which that's what business is. Business relies on connecting to other people. Social media is a win-win. You know how much money people spend to get other people to bring them customers for whatever they're doing? And it's like, you know, people don't get on social media half the time because they feel self-conscious or they just don't want to put themselves out there, or they were told by some boomer or grandma that like social media is bad for you. But guess what? Social media is how I'm able to have access to so much of the market. Literally, I post like, oh, I'm in this city, and I get a bunch of people reaching out to me and saying, oh yeah, I was there, I'm there, or hey, let's meet up, or, you know, let's talk about whatever. And I just get so much valuable information just from being a public persona, just by being out there. I get valuable information, valuable connections, possibility for jobs, like getting to know people, making friends. Like some of my best friends in the world I've made on social media, and it's because it's very targeted, you know. It's like social media allows you to get to know people without it, you actually get to know people that actually think like you, because it's not like you were forced to be with them because you ended up at the same hotel, or you were like, you know, born into the same family as them or whatever. Like, you're friends with them because from all the billions of people in the world, you and their interests aligned and you ended up in the same corner of the internet. And it's great, and especially if you're trying to make money, it's amazing, and you don't have to spend a penny on getting a broker or a salesperson or a, like, whatever it is that people spend money on in order to have access to one interested connection. Like, and I'm seeing this so much, and it makes me want to pull my hair out, because it's like, dude, you just got to put yourself out there. You can just, there's so much you can accomplish in the world just by putting yourself out there. And like, there's so many people to reach. There's so much business to make. You know, if you feel lonely, if you think you're crazy, if you think you're the only one, guess what? Social media is the thing that's going to make you connected to all the other people that maybe think like you, or look like you, or act like you, think like you, and you're going to see in real time proof that you're not crazy. You're not alone. You're not stupid or silly, or, you know, maybe you're different than a lot of the people around you physically, but there are plenty of people out there that are just like you. And that's what I love about social media, among other many reasons why I love social media. The chances of someone finding your exact location and coming after you is not very high, unless you're a girl, unless you're a young girl, and you're like very stuck in one place, you know, and even then you can get a VPN, hide your IP address, like, you know, you can do things to make yourself, you know, you can be smart about it, but like, you know, you can change your name, have a fake name. Like, I've always been on the internet as my own name, so I've kind of gotten over that fear, but there's just like, the things to miss out on from having social media are so minuscule compared to what you can gain, you know? Like, oh no, if I'm on social media, I'll have haters and then I'll get depressed. And it's like, so you don't have any haters in your real life? Like, in real life, everybody is obsessed with you and they just agree with everything you say? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that in your real life, you get everybody like is on your side all the time and is just obsessed with you and makes you feel like royalty. It's probably not the case. And if it is the case, then I imagine if you were to get on social media, maybe you'll have even more people enthralled with you, because like, oh my God, you're just such a likable person. But like, everybody has haters on social media, and there's some people that spend, and you know what? Those people are gaining something from social media too. People are like, oh no, social media is so bad because people go on there and they become crazy. It's like, no, they didn't become crazy because they went on social media. They became crazy from whatever was going on in their life, and social media became an outlet. So it's not social media that is turning them into that. It's life, you know, life. Social media might actually be a nice little bandage. You know, it's not fixing them, it's making their problem, it's making them more complacent in their problem. So maybe it's making them worse in that way, but it's an outlet. And there's a reason why they go there. There's a reason why every YouTuber, even the nicest YouTubers, the most peaceful, relaxing YouTubers, even this YouTuber that I was watching this morning with the meditation, like, who's gonna have problems with meditation, right? Everybody loves meditating. And you would think that everybody in the comments in the meditation is gonna be like obsessed with this person, but no, there's haters there. There's haters everywhere, because there's just people that have pain, and they especially when they see people that don't look like they're in pain, they feel alone, and they're like, oh no, why don't you feel the same way that I do? Like, you know, they want to try to drag people down with them. And so there's haters even on meditation, on guided meditations on YouTube. Like, there's haters everywhere. You can't get freaked out from one or two haters and decide that you're just never going to be on the internet. You know, unless you don't want to be on the internet, like, you know, whatever, don't be on the internet. But I think it's great. I think it's awesome. And there's a lot to be gained from, you know, putting yourself out there. There's just so much you can do in the world. There's just a huge tool. It's power, it's money, it's, you know, like, all these things that you spend so much time and money trying to get the hard way. You could do it the easy way by just putting yourself out there. You spend so much time and money let's say, traveling to New York City, to, you know, try to get your product or your design in front of this person and that person. They're gonna laugh in your face. They're gonna tell you don't belong here. You have to spend so much money. You have to look good. This and that. It's like, dude, you could skip all that by making a brand and putting it on the internet, and just people treat you like you're some shit. And you're just a normal person that put yourself out there because you just got over the fear. And I think it's great. And, you know, like, there's so many jobs that I got because of social media. And, you know, people that have huge followings that are literally making money from their following. I mean, I'm making money from my following, but it's very small. There's people that are making so much money from their followings. They're really doing a great job of leveraging it, and they'll, you know, have millions and millions of followers, and they'll come out and be like, get off of social media. What? They're literally making their whole life from it. Like, I'm not even making my life from social media. Like, this is people that are making their whole, all their sustenance. They're just benefiting so much from social media, and they're just lying to themselves and pretending like they hate this thing. Okay, maybe they hate relying so much on social media, but they don't hate social media. They hate feeling like so reliant on it, in which case go diversify your assets, go find a different way to make money, go, you know, find a different way to have your connections, and don't be only on social media because it's making you feel pigeonholed. But it doesn't mean, it doesn't mean don't be on social media. I mean, it doesn't mean that there isn't anything to be benefited from, you know. So anyway, if you watch this video and you still are like, you know, whatever I'm doing in life, like, social media would really come in the middle of that and it would really kind of ruin all of it, then I respect your decision. Don't go on social media. But for a lot of people, the decision to not be on social media is just fear of becoming great, fear of greatness. And if you're watching this video, I would love for you to make videos, to go get out there, post your links in the comments section. Like, you know, there's been people, I'm thinking about one person in particular who made a video one time, and I thought it was hilarious. It was a video about me, and I was like, oh my God, I love this video. And I saved it on my phone, and it was hilarious, but he just got embarrassed, and he felt self-conscious about it, and then he like took it down. But videos like that are hilarious, and if you were to make videos about, you know, public figures, celebrities, stuff like that, people would watch it. They would be interested in it. They would think it's funny. And even those public figures, celebrities, they'd feel important from you making a video about them. So they would watch it and they might promote it. And like, you know, like, this realm is not as damaging as it might feel in the beginning. You know, like, people will get on Twitter, and I had a long period of time when I was on Twitter, and like not a single person responded to any of my tweets. Like, I had like 40 followers, and the only reason I had those 40 followers is because I played a game where I followed a bunch of people and then I unfollowed them and followed them. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how I got the 40 followers. They were kind of like people that didn't really want to be following me, but they only followed me because I followed them, and then I unfollowed them, and I tricked them. So anyway, none of those people wanted to be engaging with my tweets. So I had like a year or two when I was just tweeting into the ether, I was tweeting about my day, and I kind of felt like a loser. I was like, oh, social media sucks. I hate this. But it just takes time, you know? Like, fast forward a couple years later, I have over 60,000 followers, and I actually lost a lot of followers because there's been a bunch of purges, and then also I left politics, and, you know, so like, I'm just not as important anymore. But I still am like, I still love being able to like talk about my feelings and people listen, you know? And even if it's just one person listening, it could really make your day. Like, it feels, these are real people. They're real people like me, like watching your videos, seeing your tweets. You're making an impact whether or not you realize it, because it feels like you're talking to a computer or you're talking to bots, but it's not the case. You know, maybe there's some bots, but like most of it is real people that are actually being impacted by your communication. And don't listen to the people that say that your communication, that you know, the people that think that the world would be a better place if everybody just shut their mouth and just like crawled into a hole and died. Like, don't listen to those people. Most people are, you know, we're human, and most people, you know, have nice thoughts, you know, have positive thoughts. They have, you know, people have self-talks, things that make themselves good. Like the meditation lady this morning that I listened to. She's not even, I don't even think she's trained to teach people how to meditate. I think she just does this for herself every day. And it was so nice to listen to it. And it was so calming and soothing. This is stuff people do for themselves. And I'm connecting around the world. I think this woman was like in the Middle East somewhere, like, I don't even know, or Eastern Europe. She had an accent. I was like, I'm connecting to this person that she doesn't even know I exist, but she's having such an impact in my life. How cool is that? And she probably doesn't even, she's making these videos from her bedroom, like, you know, soothing people, calming people down. And these are the things she says to herself to calm herself down whenever she's having a rough day. And there's just thousands of people all around the world like me that she doesn't even know they exist, and they're being soothed by her videos. And it's cool. It's cool that you can have an impact like that. And it doesn't matter. And then, you know, it's not like, oh, she's so big. She wasn't always big. People start from somewhere. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, she's so big so she can do that, but I can't do that. How many people do you think watch my videos? If you're watching this video and you're one of, like, I don't know, maybe 100 people that watches my videos, consider yourself unique, because not a lot of people watch these videos. But you know what? I know that there's some people out there somewhere that are benefiting, and it feels good AF. Okay, see you guys later. Cockadoodles still doodling, and I will see you guys in the next video.